Black Sorrows with Harley and Rose on ABC Newcastle Breakfast. Dan and Jenny with you, 11 to 9. You read a book and your imagination takes over, doesn't it? You imagine what the characters look like, what their world looks like. You take the writer's descriptions and then add it to your own imagination. Your creativity takes over. So seeing your favourite books on the screen can be such a treat.
Wilfred Gordon MacDonald Partridge is a book you might have read once, you might have read 1,000 times. It's by Mem Fox with 6-year-old Wilfred, who lives next door to a nursing home. And when he finds out that his friend, 96-year-old Nancy Allison Delacourt Cooper, is losing her memory, he sets out to find what a memory is.
A gorgeous story turned into a short film now, and you can see it on ABC TV and iView from this weekend. The 15-minute film was created by a team of people, of course, but it includes Caleb Irwin, a Newcastle producer and filmmaker. It stars Benita Collings. You'll remember her from Play School. What a get. Caleb, good morning.
Good morning. How are we?
Well, thank you. You make films so people can see them, right? You don't want to make a film, put it on a shelf, let it gather dust. So
Totally.
Getting it on ABC TV and iView, what a way for us to see what you've made.
Yeah, we're stoked. We're really excited. It's going to be out there for everyone to see. So it's pretty good.
Why did you want to take Wilfred Gordon MacDonald Partridge and make it into a film?
I think like what you guys were just saying, it's like you imagine a book, especially as a child, and you want to see it come to life. And so when I went to film school, it was just a few years ago in the pandemic, I really wanted to make something that was bright and kind of hopeful, and particularly something that's about generational relationships, like intergenerational relationships, because especially at that time it was like, you know, we're all kind of isolated and you miss the people that you don't get to spend a lot of time with.
Did this book have a big part of your childhood? Did it come to mind as soon as you needed something to make, or did you do a bit of research and go, actually, let's narrow it down, let's shortlist, let's pick this one? How did it work for you?
It was kind of we were looking at short stories because I was at film school still, so I needed to make something that was shorter than normal. And I was thinking, okay, what about children's books? And as I was going through different children's books, just in a conversation, like this only took about 20 minutes, someone mentioned the book, and instantly I could see the whole thing. And I was like, well, that's pretty good, because I haven't read that since a child, but I can still remember exactly what it looks like. Wow. And I was like, okay, well then, this must be good, a visual story, if you know what I mean.
So then, Caleb, are we getting a little look into 6-year-old Caleb and what he imagined when he first read the book then?
Yeah, well, kind of, because having Benita in it was huge for me. Because, you know, I love seeing Benita as a child, and what I really wanted was I guess that's my 6-year-old part of my brain is being able to watch something on screen and see someone like Benita, where your brain just goes, yes, you are so familiar to me, even though I don't necessarily know you. But this is such a familiar face, and you know, Benita is probably one of the first people that ever read us books by Mem Fox, and so it's kind of one of those things where it's like a lot of people are going to connect to her on that level, and that's what I loved about the whole kind of meta-ness of using her in it.
So Benita Collings plays Nancy Allison Delacourt Cooper. Tell us, though, about the boy that plays Wilfred Gordon MacDonald Partridge.
Well, he is gorgeous. Mark Haritonian. So this is his first lead role in anything, and he was stoked about it. And I don't know, they tell you not to work with children in film, but he was the easiest child to work with. He was beautiful. He just was Wilfred, and he was just the sweetest boy. So he was so good to work with, and I can't wait to see what he's in next.
Wow. And Benita and him work beautifully together too, because it's all about their relationship, isn't it? Despite the 90-year age gap.
Yeah, exactly. No, they get along so well. It was very cute.
Benita wasn't offended that we asked her to play a 90-something-year-old when she's only in her mid-80s?
No, not at all. We definitely prefaced that straight away.
You're going to have to act really hard, Benita. You need to be 96. We know you're nowhere near that yet.
Yeah. We just act really forgetful. It's okay.
Caleb, this is one of those books that's loved by kids and parents. There's messages there for both of them. Most times when we sit down in front of ABC Kids for a special like this, I'll find a lump in my throat. I'm expecting that from Wilfred Gordon MacDonald Partridge this weekend.
Yes, it is. It's definitely emotional. and it touches on, hard topics as well with dementia and things. And so we actually got Dementia Australia to check it over before we filmed and approved the script and everything. And they, it was really nice to see that what we've done in the film is actually something that they recommend that you do with someone that has dementia, is actually bring them things and kind of look after them in the same way Wilfred does, which is really nice.
The words in a kid's book really matter because there are fewer words than a novel, of course. Do you, in a film like this, make sure that there are little nods to the important lines? Is there actual script that just is the book?
Yeah, definitely. That was actually quite hard to get the book into the onto screen in the same way.
Yeah.
What we found was when we first did it, it was really long. It wasn't at all a 15-minute story. It went for a long time.
Right.
And it was very repetitive, like a children's book is. But, words repeating on a book looks very different when it's just someone speaking it on screen. And so we really wanted to, like you say, highlight some of those beautiful lines in there. And so we just kind of had to rework it in such a way that really focuses on just the bits that kind of flow and make sense from when you imagine it as a kid. It was kind of like that.
Caleb, congratulations on it. We can't wait to see it on ABC Kids at 5:05 on Sunday from iView, and then another repeat. And it's book week, so what a wonderful time for it. Thanks for talking to us.
No, thanks, guys.
Thank you. Keep us posted too on what you make next. What other kids' books could we create?
Endless.
That is Caleb Irwin, a Newcastle filmmaker.
So it is book week. There are a lot of schools doing their book week parades. If you actually are feeling like I need a last minute book week, Wilfred Gordon MacDonald Partridge, I mean, for one thing, the woman, Nancy, wears a colourful dress and a cardigan and slippers. You could pull that off quickly at home. Wilfred is a blue shirt, blue shorts and sneakers. Like, you could easily send a Wilfred to the book week parade.
Oh, can we have a Wilfred and a Nancy. Please? I want to call her Benita.
Julie Vivas did the illustrations for Mem Fox, and they're instantly comes back into my brain. They're so beautiful.
Someone's in touch via the text line saying, OMG, yay, Benita. Yes. I know, it's been a long time since we've had Benita on our screens. She will be on your television screen Sunday afternoon.